And hello everybody, I'm Chef Jeff from Smith's, and today I'm going to be making a honey roasted pork tenderloin. It's super good, super tender. Now the tenderloin I think is probably one of the more underused parts of the pig. So you have pork loins which are a little bit bigger. This is the tender. This is almost like what a chicken tender is, so it's very tender. You have to cook it just the right amount. But we are going to make a quick spice rub for it, and that is going to include garlic powder and onion powder. I'm gonna put some paprika, I think that's smoked. And then I have some rosemary, some salt, some pepper, and some dried thyme. And I'm just gonna give that a mix and then give it a spin. So over here I've got my pan waiting for me, nice and hot. We're gonna sear this on all sides and then we're going to get it in the oven. So with the rub, don't be afraid to get it on there. I mean, it's kind of hard to over season something like this. So just really get it on there, like so. And then we're gonna get that in the pan. And just let it get a good brown on all sides. I'm gonna take my gloves off. Okay, I need to get the sauce started. So this is a honey garlic sauce. Looks like I got my heat a little too high. That's okay. It'll all work out in the end. I'm gonna put some orange juice in the pan and then some brown sugar. Let's see if I can get it out of there. There we go. And then some soy sauce and then honey. And this is a super sticky, just yummy sauce. When you put it in the oven, which I'll show you here in a bit, it just gets sticky on the outside and just really tasty. And of course, garlic. How could I forget, right? Gotta have the garlic in there. So what I'm gonna do is bring that to a boil, and then once it boils, we'll just pretend that it's gotten there. I have a cornstarch slurry, and basically what that is cornstarch and water, and that's gonna thicken our sauce. And so you would just let that boil for maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and then it's ready to go. Okay, let's get back to our pork loin here. Which looks like it's brown on the one side. I would normally just brown it on this side, but we'll just say that I did that. This is ready to go in the oven. Okay, so now probably the most important part about cooking anything pork like this is to not overcook it. Use a thermometer if you have one. You're gonna be looking for about 145, 150-ish, and it will turn out perfectly beautiful pork. So let's get this in the oven. Let's see. Get this one out and this one in. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but it's because there's a couple different steps. Okay, this is the step where I'm gonna get the sauce and put on there. I've got one that's done here. So that pork is mostly done. I think it's at about 140 right now. At this point, I'm gonna put some of that sauce on there because I want it to go in the oven and then just start to get really, just like I said, the sticky, bubbly, just yummy, just perfect. Okay, this is gonna go back in the oven just for a few minutes, and then I've got one in there that I'm gonna bring out that's done. All right, let's see how we did here. Got my thermometer in there, as you can see. Let me take that out and put that aside. Okay, let's see how we did here. I'm gonna put that there, put it on our cutting board. And now normally when you cut or cook a piece of meat like this, you want to let it rest for probably about 10 or 15 minutes. That just helps to all the juices to kind of redistribute. If you were to cut into it right as it came out of the oven, it's going to just leak everywhere and it's going to end up being dry. So normally let this rest for about 10 minutes, but we're not going to do that just for time purposes. So let's cut into it and see how we did. Now, pork doesn't have to be well done. You can have it about medium well. Like I said, as long as it hits about 150, 155 degrees, you're good. So let me get this on a plate really quickly. Oh, looks beautiful. We're gonna put some sauce on it. Okay guys, that's our honey garlic roasted pork tenderloin. Looks delicious. Of course, you can get all these things at your local Smith's. Thanks for watching, thanks for shopping, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye everybody.